Well, come on in. Come on in. It's Friday night. You've had a long week. Well, actually, it seems like a really short week, but let's have a long evening together right here on Craft Roulette. This is Craft Roulette, episode 233. We have a wonderful guest that will be coming on here in a few minutes, Kristina Werner. And welcome to her friends. Thank you for coming over and saying hi. She was noticing some of you in the chatterbox earlier, and that's just like a vitamin pill to see friends in the chatterbox. I see lots of my friends in the chatterbox every week because you guys are so wonderful. What is Craft Roulette? You may want to know. Well, in a nutshell, it is the ultimate original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night since 2020. Leaving a chair right here for you because it's so much more fun with friends, isn't it? Oh yeah, you can craft alone, that's fine, but this is fun. Just to hang out, do a little improv crafting, card making, whatever, talking all the things that we like. Papers, ink, stamps, all those things. Oh, it's a good thing. What we don't do here is we don't have a class planned. But you know what? We got one of the best teachers in the industry here tonight, and you may pick up a something or other just by being here. So, I am Mary Gunn, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. What else are we? Well, if you saw that slideshow and got here early, that slideshow was full of cards that were sent in last week from episode 232. Those were some tricky parameters, and you guys just said, hold my root beer, I'm going to do this, and 409 of you did it. Hubba, hubba. Good for you for not saying, no, I can't do it. I'm going to go sit in the corner. No, you said, French bulletin board? Sure, the world doesn't know what that is, but you did it anyway, and you did it in very creative ways. We are going to celebrate some of the achievements later in the show, so don't despair if you didn't see your card in the slideshow. You may be in the achievement board. So, a little bit of this and that. Addie's card drive, thank you so much for being such sweet people. Please don't send anything now. We've already gone ahead and closed the drive because it's just, I think we're going to end up with about 200 cards, and I think that's just plenty. Plus, we need to just stop sometime. So we're going to stop today. So if you haven't sent in a card for that, don't worry about it. She's going to get so many. I've never seen so many mermaid cards in my life. I didn't know there were that many mermaids in the sea. But you did great. You can see all of the videos of all the cards that have been sent in almost to date over in this channel. So if you're looking for some good ideas for little girl cards, little 4-year-old girl cards, we've got a bunch for you. But thank you so much. It's going to make a very big impression on a little tiny girl. Thank you so much. Let's pull back the curtain. Say hi to Mr. Producer. He is the man behind the curtain. He is the man who is doing all the fancy stuff with all the slides and tech. He gets us all set up so that we sound good, look good, look okay, and get the show rolling as it should. If you haven't given us a Vinny or a thumbs up, we'd appreciate that now. Subscribe if you don't mind. You know, I haven't told Kristina this, but I did look to see how many subscriptions she has on YouTube, and I don't often do that, but I thought, I'm going to do that. And so then I looked up, Miami, Florida has the population of Kristina's subscriptions. So her mouth is just going right now. Yes, she has as many subscribers as Miami, Florida has people. That's impressive. We have like a little town. We have a little city. She's got this metropolis going on in her world. But isn't that amazing? That's how I like to see numbers. But if you wouldn't mind giving us a Vinny and joining us on Friday nights, we'd love to have you. If you think this is a lot of fun, I think it's a lot of fun. We do have some wonderful spin sponsors this month. Let's see who they are. They will be giving away gift certificates every week, including this week. Waffle Flower, they have some cute stuff, and I love their grip mat. I absolutely love it. Catherine Pooler was here last week. You know, we use her inks on the show. I like them very much, too. I re-inked my Midnight today. Does that make sense? Artful Angel, Karis Young. She's a sweet girl. She's got a wonderful little shop over there. She does a lot of things with Copics. Make sure you check her out as well. And Make It by Marco has an Etsy store where you can get all the little containers and such to organize your mess, which is a messy desk. We do thank you guys for being our spin sponsors. Plus, how you qualify for that, we'll tell you more detail later, but you need to send in a card this week. This weekend, we'll tell you the details soon, but send in the card this week, and then next week we will be giving away those prizes again, plus an extraordinary gift from Karen Markers. I told them that Kristina was coming on the show and said this card that she'd made was so remarkable, and of course. And I said, would you like to sponsor her episode? And they said, yeah, we would. So they are giving away, I'm always so afraid I'm saying it wrong because it's so generous. I don't even understand this. Like a box of their pro markers. I'm afraid to say anything. I really am. It's so generous. So make sure you do plan on sending in a card tonight based on the parameters we're going to spin for in just a little bit if you're first timer. Welcome, by the way, if you're first timer. So glad to have you. Mr. Mike's got his last day of summer tog on. Next week we'll be putting him in some fall clothes. We do have craftroulette.live/shop where you can find these sweet little outfits, as along with our stamps and dies and our official collabs. We appreciate it when you go check out our shops. That's enough. I think that's it. Is that it, Mr. Producer?
Works for me.
All right, let's get to the business at hand. Please welcome Kristina Werner from Utah with a warm Craft Roulette welcome.
Hello, everyone. Oh, okay, so going back to the Miami, Florida thing, I was like holding my mouth. Okay, I have to tell you a story. I remember years and years and years ago, this was probably maybe 2012, maybe 2011, early on in my YouTube career. And I'd gone to a concert with a friend, and I believe it was a Michael Bublé concert. Great concert. But they said at the beginning of the concert that there were 10,000 people in attendance, and my YouTube channel had just reached 10,000 subscribers. And I remember like looking around going, oh my word. So don't make me go to Miami. Don't give me an excuse to go to Miami.
To get everybody in Miami in one place would be quite the thing. So yeah, we're at like Merriam, Kansas level here. Which in Merriam, Kansas is a lovely community. But yeah, when I went Miami, and I was talking to my daughter today, and she said, there's probably islands with less people.
Maybe.
Yeah. It kind of does make you think, wow, it's weird, isn't it?
That puts things into perspective for sure.
Yeah. Welcome to Craft Roulette. This is your second time. If somebody may not know who you are, would you give us a little bird's eye view of who you are and what you do, please? Okay.
I have been dabbling in the paper crafting and card making world for nearly 20 years at this point. I started out as a catalog designer for Stampin' Up! Back in the day. I know Stampin' Up! Is, it has been a gateway drug for a lot of us in card making. We started out with Stampin' Up! Or Close to My Heart but any of those like at-home party companies. We love that. Anyway, I started just as a graphic designer, and pretty soon caught the bug myself and wanted to craft. So pretty swiftly found myself using those design skills to create product instead of a catalog. And ever since then, I've designed for a bunch of different companies. I've designed for Stampin' Up!, for Basic Gray for a number of years. And then most recently with Simon Says Stamp, I was designing for them. And then just recently, in the last few months, now I'm designing my own line. So I partnered with Concord and Ninth for monthly releases. So my first release is out. They're working on getting it back in stock, y'all. I hear you.
Such a
I know you want to get it.
Isn't that heartwarming to have such a response?
Yeah. Yes. I was very excited, and And I think a lot of people who have kind of worked on the back end of the industry, they know how hard it is to anticipate how much to have in stock. It's a particularly specific problem, but having things go out of stock is a double-edged sword. On one side, you're excited that people are going to get your product in their hands and they're excited to use it. On the other hand, you're sad that they can't get it in their hands.
Right.
So hopefully things will be back in stock very, very soon. I think the large stencil set that everyone was trying to get their hands on, that will be the first thing back in stock. Last I heard, maybe next week. So.
Oh, that's pretty soon.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous. It's a Christmas.
Of course.
Yes. Yeah. And you have are you doing your Christmas month thing again?
The holiday card series. Yeah.
Okay.
I've done the holiday card series. I think this will be my 16th year on YouTube doing 25 Christmas card videos or holidays in general. I do some Hanukkah cards and, more generic things too. And it usually starts about the week before Halloween. It's every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. Monday, Wednesday, Friday up until right before Christmas. And because I only do it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it has to start kind of early. So
yeah, that makes sense.
The first few years I did it, it was every single day for 25 days. Well, Monday through Friday. But then I was like, that's crazy, girl, take a rest. And now I just do 3. Now I just do 3 weeks.
Well, you're such a slackard, obviously, just doing 3. That's still a lot. And
it's a lot, but I love it so much. It is my jam. It makes me so happy every year. I don't know what it is about doing holiday cards, but they just come so much faster and easier to me versus just like a regular, a card in the middle of the month of June. Christmas cards are easier for me. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just that Christmas elf at heart.
You like it, yeah.
Yeah.
But I always think that if you have one thing that of the design process taken away or given to you, so you don't have to think about it, it's easier.
It's true.
And that's why I like that's why I like this guy, is because he gives me 4 things to work with, and I don't have to think too much. I just have to think, okay, now I know what I have to work with. Now I have to just do it. Yeah,
exactly. There's something really freeing about actually having a challenge or some sort of restriction on what you're making. I find that even if I don't have like a challenge like Craft Roulette or something, that even just like maybe picking out 2 or 3 things out of my crafting stash and say, okay, I have to use these 3 items. These are the only things I can use. Suddenly I'm coming up with 15 ideas on how to use those items. So
we call that parameter fever.
There you go.
when you just want more, you think of more and more and more things. Yeah, it is true. It's very good. It's been almost a year since you were here, and I know some of your friends have never been here that are here tonight. So did you have a question?
Yeah. Remind me, what is Craft Roulette again?
Oh, well, we've changed the entire... No, it's all the same as it was last time you were here. That was exactly the question I was looking for. Chatterbox, thank you for being here, Mr. Producer. It's about time to run that video. And Kristina, sit back and relax and find out what is Craft Roulette. We'll be right back.
Did somebody ask what Craft Roulette is?
In a nutshell, Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel, and everyone is invited to play along. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. The wheel has 24 spots to land on, but the spot it lands on might not always be a parameter. It could be a special, like guest's choice, a vetoed parameter, or other fun surprises. When you add the infinite creativity of our community and try and calculate the possible options, square the fun, carry the glitter, divide by the imagination, you end up with a near limitless amount of possible projects. Whoa. We invite a special guest on each week to share their unique spin on our challenge. If you'd like to participate, you don't have to create live with us. You can sit back and enjoy the show. Once the episode airs, you have around 50 hours to finish your own project using the same 4 parameters from this episode and submit, so don't delay too long. After your project is ready, take a photo and head over to our website. Use the Submit Contribution form to officially contribute. The form is open to the public and no membership is required. Everyone who contributes will be featured on our website, included in the next episode slideshow, and automatically entered into the next giveaway. When you visit www.craftroulette.live, you'll find all of our past episodes along with their contribution gallery, the current wheel parameters, info on how to participate, a calendar of upcoming guests, links to our spin sponsors, contact and prize claim forms, our shop, and a huge membership platform. But more on that later. And that's Craft Roulette. If you like what we do, please subscribe, like the video, and share it with your crafty friends who might enjoy it too.
Everyone is invited to join in the fun.
We like to celebrate around here, so before we spin for this week's set of parameters, we're going to look back at last week one last time and highlight some of our community's achievements. And now, back to the show.
Yep, that's what we do almost every Friday night. I mean, almost every Friday night. This is episode 233. We did start on Friday the 13th, 2020. That has to be like we have just said, bad luck charms go away. We're seeing this one through. So yeah, if you could have a day in time that epitomizes bad luck, that was it. But we didn't care.
It was the day the nation shut down.
We just went for it. By the way, before we get too far, I forgot because I'm so excited about Karen Markers and Kristina being here tonight. We are not sponsored by these companies that we mentioned for spin sponsors. We are financially supported by members of our group. And there's a whole section on craftroulette.live about our membership and all the things that we do over there. Want to make sure that our silvers and up know that we have an after party after this episode, so plan on joining us. There will be you can go over to the dashboard and there's a link and all that kind of stuff. But we also want to welcome a couple new members this week, Pam Dawson and Lori's Diva Den, which sounds really fun. So welcome. Thank you so much for giving us your support and your it's just like I said, it's just like a little vitamin to us all. There's my card from last week. Like I said, the French bulletin board, winter desserts, balloon, and beads. That was an odd combination, but you guys did great. And that was my crazy little card. I think he turned out kind of cute, really. And Catherine Piller didn't have any trouble either. She made this card and she had a shaker and she was going for the A9, but she didn't go A9 fat wise. She went A9 tall wise. That is an 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper folded in half. It's big and she did great. It was fun to have you and Erica on, Catherine. Thank you so much. And thanks for being a spin sponsor this month. Now, we're going to bring back Miss Kristina, and we're going to do a little cheering and hurrahing for our Parade of Achievers this week. We do like to celebrate around here because why not? Life is short. Why not just have some confetti and say, good job? Our Parade of Achievements include first-timers, a little welcome to them. Our major milestone achievers like the 25, 50, 75 kind of card numbers. Major milestone achievers. Oh, wait. And then we've got a 200 this week. 5K now, 6K Limon. We've got our leading ladies to celebrate. And do we have anything else? We have 2 new mug clubbers and 1 new to Club 52. So let's do it. Congratulations and welcome to our first timers for 232. It's the hardest one to send in. Lori's Diva Den from Minnesota. Faye Russell from Canada.
Cute.
So different. Debbie Carnahan Nichols from Illinois. French
Love
Merci.
it.
Flora Carswell,
kitty.
Texas.
There's a kitty. Claps for the kitty.
Stacy from Louisiana.
Bonjour.
Love it. Vicky Berry from Texas.
Oh, that's a cute greeting. Party like no one is watching. That's cute.
Jennifer Cipolla from Illinois.
Ooh, that's a fun way to use the little crisscross thing. That's fun.
Welcome, you guys. We're so glad to have you. Our major milestone achievers this week include Sandy T, Colorado.
Ooh, pretty colors.
Lynn from North Carolina.
Cute, cute. I like the
Lots of
background on that for the French bulletin board.
Phyllis from North Carolina also.
Love a good gingerbread man.
Yeah. Norma from Indiana.
Oh my word, is that her coloring? That's gorgeous.
Pretty. Nadine from Australia.
Some good ink blending there. Love it.
Yeah, those are nice little balloons. Stormy from Wisconsin.
Oh,
Getting that
I bet those are her family members.
That's
Pat,
so.
Mhm.
Joe from Nevada with the Craft Roulette stamp set.
They knew they were 75.
That's right. Judy from Wisconsin, her 100th. Welcome to Mug Club.
Oh, wow.
Renee from Iowa. Welcome to Mug Club with 100 cards.
Cool.
5K now, 6K Limone, 200 cards. She's a fun lady too. Super gal. Congratulations, you guys. That's amazing. It truly, truly is. We're so glad to have you in our galleries. Our leading ladies this week, Smurf Murphy from California. Jackie Jackpot Muller from Australia, 194.
Hey, that's a crazy dog from Tim Holtz. I worked on that stamp set.
Kathy Herring from Wisconsin, 197. There's 5K now, 6K Limone again. Well done again. Ellen Card Monkey Jarvis from Pennsylvania, 210 cards.
I love that Santa. He's so cute.
He's darling. Patty Beck, our leading lady from Tennessee, 228 cards week after week. She joins us.
Wow.
Club 52 welcomes. Who's going to join us? Jake Bonnell with 52 cards. You still get nothing, Jake. This was not the week where we start giving you anything on Club 52. Sorry, but you have bragging rights that you were in Club 52 and you made yourself a congratulations card.
What does it mean when they're in Club 52? What does that mean?
They've sent in a year's worth of cards. 52
Oh, wow.
weeks. Yeah.
That's amazing.
That's a big deal, isn't it? You'd think we'd give
And what
them
does
something.
it mean when they're a leading lady?
That means they were the top 6 people in all of the however many cards we've got of the week.
Oh, wow.
Those ladies have been our leading ladies for probably years.
Awesome.
Yeah. And Patty Beck has been our leading lady since she started in episode 5.
Oh, wow.
And she had knee surgery this spring. And I called her and said, you're like 17 episodes ahead of the second leading lady. You could take a week off. And she said, and quit my streak? Never!
Love that.
So, yeah, it's very fun. They're very dedicated and we're all the best. I mean, these are very unintentional leaders and it's really sweet.
They're just having fun.
They are. It's the coolest thing. We just appreciate them so very much. Well, thank you for helping me celebrate those guys. It was great.
Yeah.
Did you see all those different kinds of styles?
Yeah, such a wide variety. And I did have a question.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there were 409 submissions last week. What is the top number you have? Because we need to know it so we can beat it this week.
502.
Okay. And do we know what week that was? Was that a Gina K week?
It was May May.
It was May May.
Gina
Yeah.
K had
Okay. May made it.
May May
Okay.
brings the game. Yeah.
Gina had a
she's like
497
a
week.
football coach.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That is my goal. I'm going to make it. We're going to have 503.
That would be fabulous. That would be super fun. We're up to over 41,000 altogether. So there's a lot of people
Word.
Yeah.
Now, can you submit more than one or just one per week?
One per week,
Just one.
unless you're a member. And then you can submit in the bonus gallery, but it doesn't count toward your total.
Got it. Okay.
All these rules. They've all, we didn't start with all these rules. It was like, it was on episode 2, people just started posting cards using the parameters. And we're going, well, that's fun. Let's use that. And so, yeah, it's all
Love
just
it.
kind of evolved. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Well, I think, it depends on the parameters, but all parameters
true.
are doable.
If they're really good this week, let us have really good ones this week.
You thought you did pretty well last time
I
with your
did.
parameters.
The wheel told me to add a cat. I mean, that's that's practically handing the card to me. I mean, come on.
And you painted it, and it was adorable, and it was just his little ears, and it was just so cute. Just
Mhm.
remarkable. So I don't think we're going to have any trouble. I don't know. We'll see. Shall we get those parameters out?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready
been
to
waiting.
tempt the wheel. Bring it on. Bring it on.
There are
Ready.
the parameters we will be spinning for, and we are ready. First, we're going to veto a couple of those parameters, so that means if we land on a vetoed item, we'll spin again, and the wheel can't make us do that vetoed item. If you're new here, this may be a little bit muddy. Just hold fast, because we will be making more sense, we hope, out of it soon. But for our vetoes this week, the members get to vote, and they voted include an ATC. Oops, I already jumped the gun there. For our project veto, they voted include an ATC to be off the wheel with 39%. They don't want that. Have you ever done ATC stuff?
Years ago. Not any recent.
Well, it's kind of like just a little focal point.
Yeah. Like a little mini card.
Right. It's very fun. So we will take that one off. And for colors, what did the members vote off?
Oh,
Rainbow,
don't be the one
Starry
I want.
Night, Ready Paper, Spumoni. Oh, we're
I don't even
gonna
know what color that is.
It's ice cream. It's Italian ice cream.
What color is it though?
Pink, red, white, and like a mint color, a pistachio.
Oh, well, that could have been cute. Oh
Yeah.
well, I guess not tonight.
Not tonight. Now you bring that up, and so if you want to use Spumoni colors on a rainbow card or a starry night, and you can justify it, you can still do it. It's just that the wheel can't make us all use Spumoni, even though I would
True.
like a bowl of Spumoni about right now.
It's delicious.
It is good. It is. So we won't do it tonight, though. And for element, what did the members vote off? Bugs, September, emojis, or short?
Oh, I was hoping they would pick bugs.
What do you think about bugs? Do you like them?
Well, I guess maybe a spider for a Halloween card.
Well, there's
I could do that.
Yeah, I need to make a spider card. I have a spider stamp, and I have a friend who broke her ankle, and I was going to wrap one of the little legs with a little gauze and write
cute.
my name on it. I haven't done it. But, so we won't have emojis on the wheel tonight. And for random, what did they say no thank you to? These are smart crafters. Half and half, cloth, paper sack, or animal print.
Cloth.
Pretty
No
even
cloth.
there. No cloth.
Okay.
No cloth. So we're off to the races with not having to include it in ATC with Spumoni colors, emojis, and cloth. Those sound like that would be a weird card.
It would.
It would. This is when we ask you, my dear, would you like to veto something?
Nope. Bring it. Bring it, Will.
She's fearless. She's intrepid. She's Kristina. Yeah, okay. That is your option. Now just remember, you can't have mulligans on it. After we spin something, you go, ooh.
It's all good. I have only very briefly looked at all the parameters, so it could be a complete surprise tonight. I am prepared.
Yeah, you can do anything. Well, this is the time we then also ask, what would you like to do for your choice, your guest choice? Where would you put your chips?
Okay. The brief look that I looked at them, it was just to pick out my favorite. So for project, I picked A7. I love an A7 card. 5x7, love an A7 card. For colors, I picked Starry Night. I can't
14.
pass up a nice Starry Night.
Yeah.
For an element, I think people would love this if we got it. I picked Single Flower.
Number 3. That is often a choice by our guests.
Yeah. And then for random, I picked wood. I love a wood grain texture. So I think wood
Number
would be
2.
great.
Wood is beautiful. Do you usually you make your own wood or do you use
Yeah.
paper? You make your own wood.
Mhm.
I knew it. There's something about you. I just went, nah, she would go homemade, completely homemade.
Mhm.
Yeah. Make your own bread.
Oh, well, I have in the past, but do I regularly? No.
Yeah.
I love a
Kinda
good
like
homemade
making
bread,
your own
though.
bread. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's delicious. And it's going to be starting to get cooler, so we can start thinking about those things.
Yeah.
That would make a good card. A7, Starry Night colors, single flower with some wood grain. It'd be
Yes,
beautiful.
it would.
It would be
It
beautiful.
would.
What do you think Mr. Wheel's going to give us then? Let's see if he's going to give you anything. Well,
Yeah.
the record is 2. That
Really?
Tracy Phillips
2 best choice?
chose 2 things that the wheel gave her.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't
if
think
she
we're going to be
paid
quite
in.
that lucky tonight, but
Well, you
It's all
never
good.
know. Let's give this guy a warm up.
we will take what the wheel gives us.
All right, here we go for project.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Big money, big money.
Number 19.
Ah,
Oh, that was the vetoed item. Included an
Oh.
ATC, so we will spin again. Wow.
big money, big money.
We're going to get close. 14, a congratulations card.
Great.
Can be
Sounds
just about
wonderful.
anything. Colors. Starry Night, anyone? Bring on Vincent.
What is it?
Hummingbirds.
Hummingbirds. Okay,
Hummingbirds.
there's a lot of different colors of hummingbirds. You could
Mhm.
practically do anything.
Yes, this is true. Element. A congratulations card with hummingbird colors. Number 20, best friends.
Oh, that's cute.
A congratulations card with best friends. I think that could be just lovely. For random,
This might be what sinks us.
number 23, add leaves.
Add some leaves. Okay, that's easy.
Yeah, yeah,
That's easy.
yeah. We can get 506. Those are good.
I will take that.
I think those are good. Well, we are going to talk about each one of these. If you're sitting there scratching your head saying, "What do you do now?" We're gonna Here's the speech. This is going to be if you choose to play along with us. I always feel like I'm talking about Mission Impossible. If you choose to accept this mission, it will be your art project. We're not going to teach you how to do anything. We're not going to tell you what products to use, how to use them, or anything like that. This is going to be your thing. And we would love to see how you interpret this, how you artistically express yourself using these 4 parameters. Like I said, we're not going to be doing the teaching. Sometimes you see something, you go, oh, I've never seen that done before. Write a little note, and you can add that to your little resource book. Your card, it does say card. Your card does need to be family friendly. I do not want to blush when I look at it or talk about it on other shows. And that basically means if it's on a preschool level theme, topic, wording, we're good. It can be, but your card can be very classic and simple, like some paper, a focal point, and a sentiment, or it can be highly interpreted and very expressive, like all those fold-out cards and the box cards and all those things that Jennifer makes, all those remarkable engineering kind of things. They can be very complicated, very simple, and all the places in between. You can take any of those or all of those parameters and say, I need a literal interpretation, like HEY Google. What's some hummingbird colors, color palettes in HEY Google? And I spell it so that people's Googles don't go off, because I have had that happen. We'll give you some ideas on how to address hummingbird colors. And then you get to choose, do you want to use the whole spectrum that they suggest, or do you just want to kind of focus on 1 or 2 colors? It can be very literal or highly interpreted. Like you don't have to have hummingbirds in the project. Those are just the colors, but best friends. Okay, what are you going to do with best friends? We'll talk about that. But you could interpret it in different ways. I love my dogs. I always think of my dogs when it's best friends. I don't know if I'll make a card with my dog. He's not very photogenic, but he's one of my best. I love him, man's best friend. So it can be either way. make sure you do your very, very best. Take your very best picture you can. And we'll tell you later where to send it. We have kids do this too. So if we're looking at some big numbers, we have kids that as young as 3 and that have made really good cards. I love junior crafters and craftettes, all the way up to very seasoned. So we're good with all sorts of techniques, all sorts of talents, all sorts of ages. So what about these things? What do you think? Congratulations.
I think they're great. I think it's great. And
You're
no
smiling.
complaints.
You had your card already sketched out. Okay.
No, I just wrote down the parameters, so I had them in front of me for sure. But no, I haven't sketched anything yet.
Let's talk about best friends because it would maybe make a difference on what kind of congratulations you do.
I'm thinking, my Copics are sitting over there. They're already out, so I'm thinking maybe I'll find some stamps that have 2 little critters that could be friends.
That would be.
So that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I like that. Because those are always really cute.
Oh yeah,
Critters.
And there's
Critters
lots of stamps where, even if you don't have the 2 animals together, you probably could just, stamp them together and make them best friends.
Absolutely. You could do all sorts of things with that too, as far as different kinds of folds, different kinds of cutouts, or whatever if you want stencils, dies, you can do it all with best friends.
Totally.
Yeah. Ad leaves, man. How about that for a walk in the park? Yeah.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. Yeah. That this time of year is perfect, is it not?
Yes.
Are you
Autumn
thinking
cards do so well with this? I need to Google hummingbird colors. I'm going to do that right now.
Okay. I think of iridescent greens and rubies and ruby throats.
Bonnie 32002 in chat says hummingbird colors from Google: metallic bronze, dark green, copper, red, reddish brown, metallic green, rose red, emerald green, and purple. I trust Bonnie.
It's about everything.
Yeah. Generally, I think they're pretty saturated and pretty dramatic.
Like jewel tones.
Jewel
tones, iridescence, even holographic maybe.
Yes. But you could also talk about the surroundings of hummingbirds, because we also have leaves. So you could even use... Oh, look at that.
Those duotone specialty watercolors that shift in color when you tip them in the light. Hummingbirds do that.
That's true. That is so true. Oh, wow.
That could be fun.
That's a lot to consider. Do you have that and do you do that?
I do have some watercolors like that. I don't know how that would fit in with, best friends and stuff.
Or leaves, but you could put it on leaves.
Yeah.
You could even paint some of that and then cut out leaves with die cut, or stamp them and cut them out, and then have the best friends as part of that. And a congratulations. You've got a congratulations to your best friend that they've got the best friend ever. Kind of a self-serving, but still you could do it. But
Rosie says, send it to your best friend. Boom, done.
There you go. Rosie,
I'm just making the card for my best friend. That's how it's on the card.
There you go. Just say, best friend, you're my best friend. Congratulations. But best friends can have all sorts of things to celebrate. Congratulations, you've joined Club 52. Yeah, anything like that. It can be silly. It can be very traditional. It's just fine. I think we got some good stuff.
Yeah. We're good.
And I don't think you will have a lick of trouble. What do you guys think? You're excited about this or not? Give me some hearts if you're excited, would you? I'd like to see. Yeah.
I'm eager to go over to my stash of stamps and just see if there's anything that really pops out at me. No?
I'm
excited.
Well, I was just on a call with Sandy Boone last night, and I said one of her stamp sets. She's not active in her business right now. Right now, she's on a hiatus. But one of her stamp sets is one of my favorite girl stamps, and they're 2 girls drinking coffee.
Oh,
I
Well,
may
you
have
might
to
have
pull
to
that
use
one
it.
out. Mm-hmm. Yep. I might indeed. Okay.
sure.
All right. Well, if you are feeling confident, that's where I want you to be.
Yeah.
And you guys are giving us lots of hearts. Thank you so very much. They've got this. I feel like we're almost to 503 already.
Come on, guys. Bring it. Come on. Let's all make a card together.
We're going to let you know about what we're doing on October 5th here in this, and then we'll be back ready to craft. So stick around and see what's going on October 5th. Well done, Kristina. Well done, Chatterbox.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Mary Gunn.
Hi, I'm Gina Kay.
Hey guys, it's May May.
Hi, I'm Michelle Lupton.
Hi, I'm Justine.
Hi, I'm Karen Burniston.
Hi, I'm Tracy from Mindless Crafting.
Hi, I'm Katrina Tarta.
Hi, friends. It's Mari Clark.
Hi, I'm Carissa Wiley.
Hi, I'm Amanda Stevens.
Hi, everyone. This is Libby Hickson.
Hi, I'm Cassie Trask.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing for World Card Making Day?
On Saturday, October 5th.
Saturday, October 5th.
Saturday, October 5th.
Join me.
Join me.
Join me.
And all of these lovely
people.
Right here on Craft Roulette's YouTube channel.
We'll be making cards and just enjoying World Card Making Day.
Subscribe and hit the Notify Me button so you don't miss out.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
See you then.
Bye now. Don't forget to Vinny the video.
You're obviously going to have to cut this down as you need it.
Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. I'm back. Here I was just scratching my nose. Yep, that's what we're doing on October 5th. Pretty darn excited to be hosting World Card Making Day with such extraordinary people. We did ask Kristina, but she's got some cousin having a wedding that day, so she's not going to be able to join us. They're still getting married, I guess. But I hate to not want that for somebody, but we did want to include Kristina if she could. This week, we are going to start leaking the parameters. And so I've got my little treasure chest right here. Are we ready for the project parameter, not for tonight, but for World Card Making Day? Let's see what's in here. Drum roll, please. Well, we don't need a drum roll. We've got
I didn't know. I would have had one.
I didn't even think of it. Brrr, there we go. For project. Yeah, I'm gonna milk it. Yep, this is it. This is me milking it. Here we go. I'm channeling my crafty owl. Tease. For project. Any card type except a simple A2 single fold. Any card type except a simple A2 single fold. Yep. Now your marching orders have started. Next week we'll tell you another. And you can't buy it from me. You can't. I won't tell. It's going to be, we're doing it this way a little bit differently so that you guys can have watch parties and be a little more prepared so that to make cards along with us. So it'll be fun. Mr. Producer?
Yeah, I got some super chats I need to read off. Tina Wan Kenobi says, I love you, Kristina Werner. You are my goat in watercolor card making.
Yay.
And that's from the Philippines. Thank you.
She was the one that couldn't sleep last. Yeah. She was so excited to have you on.
And then Kenzie Kraken, the best thing about Craft Roulette is appreciating everyday ladies and a few cool guys and their incredible, mostly hidden talents.
Indeed.
And then,
Indeed.
And
I
then
love that.
Craft by Jay says, always add a cat. It's my favorite parameter ever, other than adding 2 cats.
What's better than adding a cat? Adding 2. Those are great. Thank you guys so much. So much. I said I was, is Kristina about ready? It looks like she's got some things laid out. Okay.
We'll add her in a second.
We'll get her a minute then. I do have my creative companion, my Craft Roulette creative companion with this week's parameters already in there. We've got last week's and all the different ways you guys use French bulletin board. I've made my own little resource book. It's getting pretty good there. Pretty good stuff right there. So this is the stamp set I was telling you about. This is like one of my favorite stamp sets. And Sandy is the artist, and I thought, so it's in the top of my head because she was my guest on our third show, which is just for members. And it's a member show with a member with cards from our members. And we just talk about them and talk about life and art in general. And last night, when we were, I think both of us were a little tired, but we tend to talk about things and go on rabbit trails. So we were talking about how great a dentist office would be for a craft place because you've got that wonderful light that can just come down right over your stuff. And I thought of another, and all the little tray with all the little tools and things. It would be great. The little air sprayer for some alcohol ink stuff. It might, if you find an old dentist that's retiring, you might want to buy his place and have a little shop. But another thing that I thought of today, if Sandy's watching, is because those chairs. So if you were getting tired sitting there working, you could just relax and push your chair. Just push that button, have your chair go back. I think it's a dream.
There's people asking about your grandson.
Oh, you mean my little grandson, JD? Oh, poor little JD had his shots Tuesday, and I had him Tuesday afternoon, and he was fussy. And it was sad, but it was very sweet because he fell asleep on my shoulder, and he hadn't done that in weeks. And my back I was sitting there in the chair just holding him, and I could see his little eyelids get heavy and go down, and my back started hurting. I was going, I don't care. I'm sitting here. I'm just sitting with JD. So eat your chocolate, because I have said JD about 100 times now. 38 times. JD. We have an extra game, guys. When I say something about my grandson, JD, you get to eat chocolate. He is cute, though. Doggone it. He came over last week, JD, came over last week and watched the Chiefs game with us. He liked it. He liked it very much. He can't wait to come back to see Gunny and watch the board Chiefs. He's cute. He liked Mr. Producer, too, and he liked Russ. We just had a good time. Sharon from the brown chair has an entire bag of dark chocolate chips. You know how to prepare for the show. Good for you. Good for you. We do have a lot of traditions at Craft Roulette, and if this is your first time, I'm sorry, they won't all make sense. It's fun. All of them are fun. Good, wholesome fun.
Well, I'm going to bring you back in so you can at least talk. So
Here she comes.
All right.
Here she comes. And when you say you can't find a congrats stamp, you write so well.
I know. Well, I don't want to always rely on that, for challenges.
Okay.
So I'm trying to find even just like a congrats die. And I know I have some, but they're all kind of too big for what I was thinking of.
Oh, gotcha.
So I might have to resort to just writing it.
Yeah. Well, at least you have the talent for it.
Yeah, I can make it work.
Yeah, you can. So what do you have? What do you have that's you've got some cute little oh, look at those little guys. They could be best friends already. Look at those. How cute are those little guys? What you got?
Well, it got me thinking when you mentioned that I have a wedding that weekend of your event or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I do have a wedding. Maybe I should make a wedding card. So I was thinking like this really cute stamp set from Mama Elephant. They have pairs of animals.
Mm-hmm.
So any of those would be really, really cute, right? Yes. But I thought this one down here with the two little bears was really cute. And I might pair it like I do a congrats and then pair it with this one that says wishing you snowy adventures and endless laughter.
Yeah.
As kind of just like a sweet wedding card. A little bit non-traditional, but I think it could be really cute. So, and it doesn't have to be for a wedding. It could be for anything, really.
Yeah.
Also, I was considering.
Great idea.
So, Mama Elephant has this other stamp set, which I thought would be really, really cute, and I haven't used it. It's called Book Club. Let me show you. This one right here. And it just has all these really cute critters. And I thought I could maybe, this one has a little bird and a fox together. But I thought paired with these greetings, which are storybook sayings, there's this one right here that says, here's to a new chapter. And I thought that would be like, congrats, here's to a new chapter. Like for anyone who has something new in their life, maybe they're retiring or maybe they got a new job, something like that. Like that could be a kind of a congratulation type card. So yeah, I can't decide.
Wow. That's a lot of options.
I think it might be easier to use these bears and then I can maybe watercolor or paint some trees and add some leaves on it for the add leaves parameter.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with this one, but I don't have a direct congrats greeting to use. So I might have to paint something on my own and figure that out.
Yeah. Well,
there's also this stamp
I know
set.
a girl that can do that.
I know someone. There's also this one from the Greeting Farm, which is really, really cute. It just shows these, the couple together and all these different fun little groups.
There's one with a cat hat.
Yeah. Isn't it cute? I hope my husband's not watching because I want to make him a card and paint it like us. And I've got the cat hat on because that is very neat. But I think I'm gonna go with this one and we'll make a little scene and I'm gonna have to include a congrats on there somewhere. So here we go.
I think you're off to a great start. Good heavens.
Yeah. What are you planning? Oh, is that image you were talking about? That's cute.
Aren't they cute?
Mm-hmm.
I just broke a lead. But I think, they're sitting at a little coffee shelf there, a little table. I think I might just put some greenery in the background for some leaves. And keep them kind of neutral. A little bit neutral. So, we'll see. But, yeah. Lots to think about. What are you thinking about in the chat? Oh, I forgot to say, on the World Card Making Day, make sure You register for that over on craftroulette.live under episode special events, because Karen Markers will also be giving away some more goodies to some winners that register for that event. It's a free event. You don't have to get a ticket or anything, but to be eligible for that, the Karen Marker prizes and a whole bunch of other ones, we have over $1,000 worth of things we'll be giving away. Make sure you register, because that's how you get that. So, yeah. It's pretty easy. We want to make it easy so you can be there with us.
Okay, we're doing coloring tonight. You're coloring those ladies. And I'm coloring.
I'm just going to use some watercolor pencil so I can be sloppy and not have to worry. I like being sloppy and not worrying.
Oh, these are so cute.
They're precious.
Adorable. All right. I'm going to try not to get in my head over this. We don't have 5 hours.
We could, though.
Yeah.
We might lose some viewership, but, we can stretch it.
Just take all the time you need.
I'm going to use Distress inks for my painting. They're my go-tos for no-line watercoloring.
You are so good at that.
Oh, thank you. And while I'm up, I'm going to get water.
So is your studio just, I heard a sink. So do you have it all set up with a sink and everything?
I
Make
do.
it really easy?
When I moved, or when I married and we bought this house, it turns out that the space that worked out best for my craft room had a bathroom on the other side of the wall.
Oh.
So the plumbing was already right there. And it was super easy just to put in a sink. That was like my dream. I'm like, I really want a sink in my craft room. So that's how we got here.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a... Pardon me.
Oh, no, you're catching my cold.
Well,
I've had a cold.
Can you hear me, Stephen? There we go. No, I just swallowed wrong. I had an apartment when I first moved into a house at 18, and it had been an old house that had been made into different apartments. It was now just one house, and my teeny tiny room had a sink because it had been the kitchen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was real weird.
Okay, let's see here. What color are these bears? Trying to find a nice brown that I want to work with.
They are so cute. They look like they could definitely be best friends.
Aren't they just cuddly? They're so cuddly.
They are so sweet.
Ooh, I need to read
purple
my
in it.
vintage.
Hummingbirds probably have some iridescent purple. Hummingbirds are you get them in Utah, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean we don't have a feeder or anything in our yard, so they're not really around here. But I think the most amount of hummingbirds I've ever seen were in Montana at my aunt and uncle's house. They had a couple of feeders out, and I just sat out there, and I think I saw 30 hummingbirds come and go. It was unreal.
They are so funny. They're mean to each other.
Are they? I didn't notice that because they kind of
very
just,
pugnacious.
they had so many feeders. So.
Oh yeah, they just chase each other and aggressively go after each other. It's like, come on, they're so little. What are you talking? What are you saying there?
It's the Hunger Games for birds.
I think so. Small dog complex for birds, but they have those little beaks. They have a weapon. We have them around here, but they will be leaving here any day. Maybe they have already left. But I do enjoy them. They're so cute.
Okay, well, let's get some of this coloring going here.
Oops, I'm drifting off to the edge. So is it easier this time? Do you think it's easier because it's your second time, or because if you think it's easier, or because you got great spins?
We did get really good parameters this time. I think maybe knowing a little bit what to expect is nice,
Yeah.
you know, but also like the parameters that I got last time, I couldn't think of anything in my stash that would really, you know, fit that right off the bat. So this is kind of nice. I'm like, oh, okay. I've got a lot of like critter stamps that could work. You know, like I had some things that were going to work. So I think if you have something in your stash that you think of right away, I think that helps.
It does, yeah. I think you deserve it because you've been sick this week.
Oh my gosh,
You've been busy today. And so I'm really glad that you didn't get something preposterous, even though all parameters are doable.
Yes.
Some are a little easier than others.
I think the wheel can smell fear. So if someone is like scared of the possible parameters, it gives them a wonky set.
Take this.
Exactly.
He's not vindictive, but he does like a good challenge. That's his nature.
The wheel has been very kind. I think the wheel wants me to come back.
I think so too.
I think the wheel wants me to convince Jennifer McGuire to come on the hair, but although she hates stuff like this, so I'd have to be like, just come on with me. We'll do it together.
There you go. Oh my gosh, that would be a night for all records. We would get 5,000
I'm working on her.
cards.
I'm working on her, but
she's very sweet. I don't want her to be worried about anything. You know, it's you gotta enjoy it. You kind of have that little edge of bring it. I mean, you're going, bring it, Mr. Wheel.
Yeah. Oh, you know what though? She's so good at lives. She was hesitant to do lives, and she's so good. So I think maybe she might be a little more.
Oh, good. That's good to hear. I haven't been bothering her about it, but I have noticed that she is doing lives and she's doing super.
Yeah.
And we're pretty easy to get along with. We try not to be too mean.
You're like, we bite, but we don't bite very hard.
That's right. We don't break the skin. Just leave a little
like a little nibble from your dog.
Oh, just a little kiss.
Like a meek hummingbird. There's a couple questions about what brush you're using, Kristina, if you want.
Oh, this is a size 2 Escada. It's from their Prado line. I love this brush. I use it all the time.
You do get to have some favorite kind of things like that, don't you?
Yeah.
Little.
I just ordered a new set of brushes from Amazon to give them a test to see if I like them. So
interesting. Okay.
We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
It was a nice mix of different sizes of brushes. So I wanted to give it a good try and see if I actually like them. Because if I do, then I won't hesitate to recommend them.
Mm-hmm.
You missed a piece of red hair sticking on the right, girl.
Right there.
Yeah. We're so zoomed in, the chat caught it.
Good job, guys. Is that the right color? Did she just have a streak of hair that's a different color? She may be very avant-garde. You just never know. I'm thinking if I have any kind of paper that's like holographic, I'm pretty sure I do. It could be hummingbirdie, and could I make that into somehow?
Ooh, you could add alcohol inks on holographic paper, and
I've
like
never
make it.
done that.
I don't know what I have.
My whole life.
Sounds fun.
I do like to see that. You know, and next week, Tiffany Solario's coming on. She's like she's good at that kind of stuff. I don't think I'll ever be like that. But man, there's so many talented different ways to make cards. It's just so fun. Now, last time you were on, Kristina, we talked a lot about your history of how you accidentally basically became involved with card making.
Mm-hmm.
But how did you get involved with YouTube? How did that go down?
Okay, so back in the day, I mean, I've always like been online, and like I was doing online journaling before it was called blogging. So
Okay.
I've always kind of been doing that. So probably, when was it? Maybe 2007. It must have been 2007. You guys might be familiar with iJustine. Do you know iJustine? She does like tech
No.
reviews on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't.
So when the first iPhone came out in 2007, I think it was 2007, she had a video that went viral, like before YouTube was really big, where she got the very first iPhone. And back then they had unlimited data, which was kind of unheard of for most cell phone plans, and unlimited texting because they were trying to encourage people to use their iPhones. So she got this iPhone bill in the mail, and they had to send it in a box because it had every single text message. You know how back then they would send you all your text messages, and people were monitoring their kids' text messages and stuff. So she got this box, and the video was her just going through this huge stack of this bill. And it was just ridiculous. Anyway, so I saw this video with her, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And then she was for a time doing this thing, they called it live streaming, where you were basically streaming your life online 24/7. And I would just watch her every once in a while. I'm like, wow, she's so cool. So at the same time, I had my card blog. I was doing a little scrapbooking and a little card making at the same time. And people, back then, tying a ribbon on your cards was kind of a big thing, and it was really beautiful. And all these companies had beautiful ribbons. And I had learned from the card making artists at Stampin' Up! How to tie a bow, or a knot, actually. It was a knot on a card. And so my knots were particularly nice because they taught me. And people were asking, how do you tie a knot on a card like that and not have it be so bulky? And I was trying to type up a description. I'm like, I cannot, is there a way to show this? And then I remembered that iJustine girl, she was posting on some website called YouTube. And I was like, I wonder if I could just post a video. So it started with me trying to show how to tie a knot in a ribbon. And then it turned into me making a card, and I'd put it up on every Monday morning, and it was called Make a Card Monday. And that's how it all started.
I'll be doggone. That's a good story.
Yeah.
Have you ever talked to that person? Is she still busy? Is she still active?
She's really big. Yeah, she's really big on YouTube. She does a lot of stuff with Apple and a lot of tech companies. And I did actually meet her once.
Oh, nice.
And randomly in a bathroom. I did a program through YouTube back in 2014. And they flew like 30 different YouTube channels, like smaller YouTube channels. They flew us out to LA for basically some training at YouTube Space. And on one of the trips out there, they had planned for kind of like an educational night where they had some people come out and like talk to us and stuff. And they had a little reception. And iJustine happened to be one of those people.
Aww.
And so I didn't want to like fangirl or anything. I didn't approach her, but they have unisex bathrooms there. And so it was almost disconcerting at first because, you'd come out of the stall and there'd be a guy standing there washing his hands. But anyway, I just happened to come out of a stall, and there she was washing her hands at the sink. And I was like, this is my chance. So I was like, I know we're in a bathroom, and I don't mean to be so weird about this, but you are the reason that I started on YouTube. Like, you're the first person that I saw you use YouTube. So I just wanted to say hello and like, thank you and keep doing what you're doing. And she was like, oh, that's so great. And then we got a photo together, but we did not take
in the bathroom.
No. We walked outside, just outside the bathroom.
How memorable.
And it's on my Instagram. If people want to like scroll back far enough, they will see it on my Instagram.
So good.
I just realized the inside of bears' ears probably aren't pink. They're probably brown, but that's okay.
It's okay. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll add some darkness to those, and then it'll darken right up.
Well, that is a great story. I'm so
Yeah,
glad
she
that
was
you
very
watched
nice.
her. You know, that's
Yeah, she's very nice, and I still follow her to this day. She's great.
I will have to look her up.
Yeah,
Mr.
she's fun.
Producer knows you know about her. Of course, you.
I've known about her. I don't watch, but yeah, I've known about her. She's big.
Mm-hmm. Bigger than Mr. Beast.
No,
I think
no
that's
one does.
impossible.
Well, I don't know. He's had some
I'm throwing
controversy.
around a
as
name
of
like
late.
I know what I'm talking about.
He's had some controversy as of late, so
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah.
Who hasn't had some controversy as of
Yeah,
late?
I
Like, come
don't
on now.
know. Yeah. It's kind of life on the internet.
Yep. All right, so now I'm adding some like darker areas. I was using vintage photo before, but now I'm using a little bit of ground espresso.
So cute. It's coming along.
Our controversies
It's
are
really
when my
cute.
mom forgets a parameter.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Have you done that?
I
Like, you just
have.
completely omit it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The fourth parameter.
Oh my
And
gosh.
and there's one of our viewers who called me out. She's a bold
Yeah.
one, she is. And so we have called her from henceforth, we have called her Deputy Heidi.
My
And
word.
I made her a deputy badge.
She comes by the name honestly.
Yes. And she has her own little, like, oh, we got to do this because Deputy Heidi. Yeah, you live really close to her. I know where she lives. You better make sure you get that done. So she's actually the nicest lady in the world, but we've made her into this real robust cop.
She probably loves it.
I think she enjoys it, yeah.
Has a little alter ego.
Mm-hmm. Deputy Heidi. She's going to have a YouTube channel someday about busting people about bad cards or something.
Craft police, card crimes.
Yes. You know, we have another show where I steal art. And I steal a card from the gallery, the current gallery, and I recreate it I change it. And we've got these, we have a bunch of people that get on there and they work so hard to figure out who I'm busting or who I'm copying.
Because she recreates it on air, and the goal is who can figure out whose card she's casing first.
And they're serious detectives. Totally serious. It's quite fun. I would never be able to do it. I would be so nervous and get so whacked out and wanting to win so badly that I couldn't enjoy it. But it's real fun trying to pull the wool over their eyes. I've always gotten caught. We've been doing it for 2 years, and I've never gotten away with it yet.
Wow.
I know. Tough.
You got to start changing it up even more.
Well, I have gotten better so that it's usually around step 12. So it's not
it
like
takes a
right
while.
away. Yeah.
These little
It's fun
bears
what you
are
can do
so-
with cards.
Seriously, if I don't tell myself to move on soon, I could spend an hour painting these bears. They're so
Yeah,
cute.
that's probably why you do such a good job. You take
Well, for the most part, I don't do no line coloring on live just because it is so time consuming.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't help myself. This image is too cute. It needs to be
too perfect.
Yeah, it needs to be no line watercolored.
Did you
Just-
self-teach yourself how to do no line, or did you? how'd
I guess in a way, I saw it like, oh gosh, I started to get into like coloring images probably, maybe like 2012.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw all these amazing card artists doing a no line watercoloring technique with Tim Holtz Distress Inks, and they were mostly painting. Was it just magnolia stamps? Is that what it was called? There was cute, like girls that they were coloring, and it was kind of like the style for that type of stamp that they were doing a no line watercoloring, and I was like, how are they doing this? And it was a lot of like, I couldn't find any videos on it, so it was a lot of just like looking at their finished cards And just sometimes they would give little hints in their blog posts, like, I used this ink and I used this whatever. And it was a little bit of trial and error, but basically what I've learned when it comes to no-line watercoloring is basically, yeah, there's no stamp lines, but you're making the lines yourself. You're making sure that you have enough dark edges and enough contrast that it makes the lines. So that's essentially what I'm doing.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
that black
my
outline.
heat tool. So I think I'm going to mute myself while I'm doing my heat tool.
Okie dokie. How are my chatterbox friends doing? Have we gotten any cards?
Yeah, there's been a handful that came in already.
Have there? It's I think it's great. I think this is a great set of parameters, and I think it can be a really pretty gallery. And it'll be so fun to see how you guys interpret best friends.
I think it's going to be really cute.
We could have photos.
Oh, yeah, like photo of your best friend. That would be so fun.
We have critters. We can have relatives. Yeah, all sorts of things. It'll be good. The gallery just doesn't stop amazing me because it's just so. I couldn't tell anybody to do all those things. They are so much more creative than. My general rule is when I'm making up the parameters, I think of at least 3 things they could come up with. And they always make them into 30, if not more. And, but you don't have to, it's like, if you've never sent in a card, I don't like it when people think they have to do something remarkably unique. They don't. Because whatever they make will be unique unto itself. And that's enough, and that's good. That's fine. We just like to see how they interpret it, and everybody does it a little differently, and you can see that in the
Arlene in the chat just asked, for element, could you use a phrase like friends? And yes, you could put the best friends part like in the inside of the card if the front didn't visually reflect.
See, there you go. And we say that if you can justify it, you can use it. So we're not real crazy. But you got to justify it. You can't make the color red be blue. But it doesn't matter in hummingbirds, things like that. You'll be okay. See?
Sometimes when I add the faces on little critters I'm painting, I paint it on with a really fine brush. But you know what? Today's a marker day.
It's Friday. It's time to give yourself a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
I do have a couple questions from our astute members that they have asked. You did say that when you were in college that if you hadn't gone into the graphics area, you probably would have been an English teacher. Is that
That's correct.
Regret it, or you think it's? I can't imagine you regret it, but do you?
No, I don't regret it at all. I just have an extreme appreciation for English teachers.
Fair enough. And it's that time of year where you're kind of going, "Oh, I'm maybe glad I'm not an English teacher."
All right, I'm going to pull out some of those fun watercolors and see if I can get like that kind of shift that I was hoping for.
Oh, yes, yes.
Let's see if I can find the set I'm thinking of.
We're going to put them up.
I don't know if I'm going to be as lucky to find the one I want.
A little coffee bar there. I don't think I can cut that to fit on there. But I could put her a little doolally. And then do I make some leaves in the background here? That is a bit cold. How do you manage scraps? Do you have a lot of pattern papers? And do you have to manage scraps
Not
a
a
lot?
ton. I do have a little container of all my 6x6 pads, and basically, if I have enough of a big enough piece of the scraps, I'll just tuck it inside the 6x6 pad for later. As far as cardstock pieces, I have all of my individual colors of cardstock in these clear sleeves from Stamp and Storage. And if it's a large enough piece, I'll just tuck it inside with the rest of everything else. All right,
Ooh,
here are my...
I was gonna say, Kristina, there's people asking if you could show the palette that you're using, or...
Yeah, I was trying to find a different one, but this is the one that I could find and I think will work. This was Yuli Watercolors Q15. There's a different one that I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. Oh, wait, you know what? I just found it. Is this it? Hold on. Maybe. That is not it. Dang it. False alarm. False alarm. So we're going to use this one. But it has some really pretty, like, I think, you know, just looking at these, it looks like they could be kind of like hummingbird, kind of like that shiny, iridescent kind of color.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So I'm going to go with it.
Oh, do.
And I'm going to make their scarf be...
Let me give these guys a good spritz of some shimmer, just to make them prettier. Just to make them prettier. I don't know that I need a
Let's see, I'll do
on
that
them,
color.
but I might.
Do you have any videos on your channel showing the technique you were using, Kristina, with the other paints?
The no line, like on the bears?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a lot. If you just look for like Kristina Werner no line watercolor, there a few will pop up.
Cool. People were asking how, and I'm like, I can't. She's got a craft.
Right. I've watched them. She's great at it. She's great at explaining it, and it's just fun to watch.
I do have a few, like if you really want to see it like from beginning to end, real time, no editing out anything. I do have a few videos on my premium member video list. You can join my channel for as little as $5 a month. And I have a couple of those videos where I've put the entire card making session up on YouTube for my premium members. So if you're really interested, you can do that. But I already have like a lot of those, you know, just for free that I think are worth catching. Oh. This is so pretty. Are you guys seeing this as I mix this up? Oh my word.
Oh, it is.
That's gorgeous.
Those hummingbirds may be attacking you next. That's prettier than they are.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to work on this little scarf, but we'll find out.
Oh, it was such a great idea. I hope it works. I'm sure it will. I bet you it will.
Yeah, I thought I could just make it like a stripy scarf.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because you've got the different colors that those little humdingers have. How are we doing with that? I gotta make some shine, man. Some shine. The hummingbird colors. There's never a hummingbird that's matte.
I've seen some amazing nature photography and videography recently, like on Facebook and whatnot, where it's just showing these birds that, you know, it's up close, super close on them, and they look like one color, and then they turn, and it's like they're a completely different color. It just blows my mind.
There's some outrageous birds.
Yes.
I follow a couple on Instagram that just, I never tire up with them. I might watch that again. I've never seen anything like that.
Some of my favorite online content is called Divorced Birds, where it's birds with captions like they just got divorced and they're going back out
oh, no.
trying to find a mate.
Oh, no.
It's really funny.
Oh no.
That's
Okay,
quite
I've
a
got to dry
mashup.
this.
Oh yeah. A couple people were asking what type of paper you're using. Oh, she's muted.
Yeah, she's muted. Divorce birds. How do you find these things?
I'm a creature of the internet.
You are. I say he likes weird mashups. Give him divorce birds.
Do you see the color shift in that? It's a little hard to see right now.
I can. No, I can see it's still wet in the middle, but yeah, that's going to be perfect.
Yeah, that one's still drying. This big area is still drying, but I think I could go around it and be okay.
Just hold your tongue just right.
So the trick with using these like specialty paints like this is really let the water soak in and then mix it up and kind of froth it until it gets nice and thick, and then you'll have a better coverage. So if anyone's like using paints like this and you're kind of struggling getting them to work, try that.
See, I've never used anything quite like that. That's real interesting. It's really pretty.
Yeah, they're really fun. It's a great way to add just something a little special, a little texture onto your card, especially around the holidays, when you're looking for something shiny and sparkly.
So how far in advance do you do your Christmas stuff? Do you have it all planned or?
For my holiday card series?
Yeah.
Well, currently, because I've been sick this week and I've just been like laying in bed resting, I've been doing a lot of shopping and just seeing all the different holiday releases and stamps that people have out there. So I've been doing quite a bit of shopping. And then I don't know how this happens, but every year I somehow always have travel in the middle of the holiday card series. And I do this year again. So I'm trying to like plan ahead. So I do plan ahead quite a bit. At least I might not film, but I have kind of the products I'm going to use. I have them kind of assigned out by like, okay, I'm going to do this on day 18. I'm going to do this on day 23 or something like that. So I have a plan.
That makes sense.
That's starting to take form.
Because you are you seem like a planner. We talk about architects and gardeners here. And you seem like it might have a little bit of architect in.
Well, I like to say that I plan, but really there's not a whole lot of planning involved.
Gardener.
It's hopes and dreams.
A faux architect.
Hopes and dreams on paper. That's the best I can do.
Oh, that's delightful.
Okay.
Kristina, a couple people have been asking me to ask you what type of paper you're using.
I'm using Fabriano Artistico Extra White. It's kind of my favorite, my go-to.
Is it watercolor specific?
It is. It is a cold press watercolor paper. Yeah. All right. Do I want that color? That might be a little close to the other color. I don't know if I want that color.
Wild colors. Leaves.
I want kind of like maybe we'll do this green. Kind of a brighter green.
They look so happy.
They do look very happy.
They just look like they just haven't seen each other in a while, and they're just having the best time. One made the scarf for the other. And they're like, we're just going to have to both wear it.
They have a story.
Yes.
For a minute there, I thought you were talking about your ladies over there.
No.
And I was like, they have a scarf?
No, they don't have a story. They don't have a story yet. They've got their mouth full of tea and coffee. No, it's your little guys. Yeah.
Okay, there we go. That color, that's a very hummingbird-like color. You guys, that's not showing on camera, but it's like this goldy green shade. It's got a really cool shift to it.
That was such a good.
This might be the world's ugliest scarf with these colors once I get them going, but that's okay.
It'll be the shiniest scarf.
That's for sure.
Yes. Need that by. Well, Andrea Batz-Latson says you're amazing with watercolor. What are some of your best tips and techniques besides holding your tongue just right?
Well, thank you, Andrea. Gosh.
Well, you said to your little thing with the paints, for that particular paint, I know that you're supposed to wet your paints first to activate them, right? I mean, that's basic. That may be so basic that you don't think about it, but do you often do that or not?
I don't. The watercolor paints that I really, really love, like my more traditional ones, are Magello Mission Gold. They're honey-based, and they reactivate with just the tiniest amount of water. So I never feel like I need to like prep them before I start painting. And they're just a dream to work with. So, yeah. It's almost like...
how did they think of this?
I don't know, but I know that they fully dry, like they do fully dry. It just takes a long time to dry completely down. Like in the pan, like on your paper, it's just like normal, but in the pan, they can almost feel squishy.
Is there a trick to preserving them?
No, I think they've got like preservatives in them already and like binders that keep it nice. So it's not too bad, but I have heard that they are honey-based.
It's crazy.
But they're one of my favorites. And they actually sell a set. Oh, I needed to dry that first. Dang it. I'm getting some bleeding. That's okay. That's okay. I will fix it. They sell a set. I think you can get it in multiple places, but I've mostly seen it on Amazon, where you can get basically all of the colors that they offer in tubes with a palette for around $70. So it's a really good entry point for someone who wants to do maybe a little bit more traditional watercolor and they want really nice paints. It's great. All right, I'm going to hit this with my heat tool because I didn't and I started getting bleeding. So I'm going to do that and then I'll continue.
Go for it.
Jill says honey-based paints are perfect for bears.
Jill, you are so right. I can't think of anything better. I need to find a little congratulations. I may not find it tonight, but I will find it soon. I don't know where I have one either. Then I was going, if I had a little flower there, that'd be cute. I don't.
I still need to paint a background for my little bears, but don't you worry. I think it'll go quick.
Yeah, take your time.
I'm not worried at all.
Okay. I guess it's just giving people more time to finish their own cards so they can just...
Going for that 503. It takes some...
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting it.
I think we could. I do. Let's see. None of these are going to work.
We've already had 15 come in, so maybe 16.
No way.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a good start.
Okay, let's see here. I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to do a quick background, and then I think we'll be good.
I think I will later come in with a little, I have a little die of a flower. I think I will put dies of little flowers on here with this purpley stuff because that's pretty and hummingbirdish. I'm sure that would be hummingbird approved.
Disco bird.
Disco bird.
I realized I needed to add a little bit of shading onto the scarf. So I'm going to do that now.
Yeah, I'm going to find a congratulations that's going to fit there, but I don't know what I have. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to enjoy watching you and asking you questions. And I think this is something that you alluded to earlier, forcing yourself to use certain products. Did you call that capsule paper crafting?
Oh, yeah, capsule paper crafting. Yeah, if anyone's is familiar with like a capsule wardrobe, where it's basically like narrowing down your closet to just a few items, and they all can mix and match with each other. A lot of people will pack for vacations and trips with the capsule wardrobe. Just helps them kind of narrow it down. Well, I thought, you know what, can that kind of concept be, warped and changed for crafting? Like if you wanted to travel with your crafting supplies, or even if you just wanted to kind of narrow it down for yourself. And sure enough, you can. So I came up with kind of like my own list of like just the basic supplies, including narrowing it down to just like 5 stamp sets, just a few tools. And, sometimes I like to give myself a capsule paper crafting challenge for a month, just to like, almost like a palette cleanser. Like if you start to get overwhelmed with too many crafting supplies in your stash, sometimes just narrowing it down to just a few items can be really freeing. So that's what I did. And it's so fun.
That's very good. Well, Stephanie Mormon asked about that, and she was saying that you did it in 2020, that she remembers.
Yeah, I started it in 2020.
She liked it a lot, and she's just wondering if you think you'd do it again?
Oh, yeah. I've thought about it. I've just had too much, going maybe in the new year.
Yeah. You might do it on your own, but just not make a video about it.
Or I might do a video. Who knows? Yeah. Me and a bunch of crafters are going to Hawaii in April.
Oh, fun.
So that might be a great time to to take a capsule wardrobe, not wardrobe, but a capsule paper crafting supplies in my suitcase.
And you went on a cruise with Ms. McGuire.
I did.
Was that so fun? Where were your ports of call and things?
We went to, Juneau, Ketchikan, and Skagway, Alaska. Okay, that turned out so cute. Just adding some like little bits of black stripes so it looks more textured. Yeah. That turned out really cute.
It looks like you just knit it.
Yeah, like a little patchwork scarf. Okay, let's see here. Let's cut these little guys out. And then we're going to do a quick background. Let's see here. Unfortunately, the little fringe on the scarf is going to have to be sacrificed to the scissor gods. So that's okay.
Ow.
At least I'm not cutting a stamp.
That is painful, but I have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, stamp surgery.
Yeah, I try not to. I try to do like sentiment surgery instead or whatever. Save the stamp. But not always. Sometimes you have to put the scissors to it.
These colors on the scarf, I was worried about, but they worked out pretty well. They're the kind of autumny colors.
Yeah, they look cozy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I am going to have to paint this little spot between the smaller bear's little legs because it's standing out a lot, but I'll figure that out once I have my background.
Sometimes you have to go back. You can't get it all done at once.
A few little...
Gotta let the card talk to you sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta plant it, let it grow.
That's right. Right.
That's what the analogy of being a gardener in creativity is. You plant ideas, see how they grow, see if you like them.
Kind of cut them off if you don't.
Yeah. An organic. And then the opposite would be the architect creative where they plan everything out before they start building.
Some people
You know what?
can do that.
I do card making both ways. You know,
Mhm.
sometimes I have a sketch, I've got a plan. Other times I just have a vague idea. And both turn out great.
Well, you know your product so well too, and you know your style. And
Yeah.
that's kind of like having parameters, just your own style.
True.
Do you ever have it? Do you have some bucket list styles and techniques and art forms that you want to try?
Oh gosh, that's a good question. I don't know that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I see things online, you know, that I'm like, oh, I would love to try that someday, but not like paper crafting. It's stuff like embroidery or
Mm-hmm.
like little miniature clay things or
So cute.
stuff like that.
The
you know?
little fuzzy felted things, I think, are so.
Mhm. Yeah.
Would never do it, but
Like
really liked it, enjoy it.
I make little felt Christmas ornaments.
Oh.
And I just buy people's patterns. But I would love to come up with my own patterns at some point. I think that'd be really fun. But
I can see it. I can see you doing it. I bet you do it someday.
yeah, I think I have some ideas in my head. I think I'm gonna have to do it.
See, the seed is in there.
Okay, so these little bears, I'm thinking,
Oh, that'd be fun.
What am I doing? Okay, I think they're gonna be like, there's gonna have a little nighttime sky, and then what was the grading I was using? I'm gonna have to do a congrats on there somewhere, and then wishing you snowy adventures and endless laughter. Or I could do one of these. No, I think I want to do that. Wishing you snowy adventures and endless laughter. I think that's pretty cute.
Fingernails.
Very, very non-traditional wedding card.
Truly is.
Uh-huh.
But not a bad thing at all.
No.
It's sweet. And maybe the non-traditional will make it, you know, it's going to be special. There's going to be very special.
Yeah.
Because you made it for them.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll keep that one. All the white ones that are embossed with white, with a ribbon and some silver bells are, you know, nice, but probably won't be kept.
And who knows? You know, after I've been making cards for this long, I just, you know, I know it will just put a dagger in people's hearts and will hurt their hearts. But I'm kind of like, you know what? If I give you a card, enjoy it for what it is. If you throw it out, that is okay with me. Like, you know, I don't want you to feel like you have to keep it if you don't want to. That being said, my friend Kathy Rack, she calls this the trash factor. If you know someone is going to just trash your card, maybe don't give them a card that took you 8 hours to do. Maybe give them the card that only took an hour.
Count the cost.
You know?
Uh-huh.
Like, know your audience.
Yes, indeed. Indeed.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here.
Yeah, if they just kind of look at it and go, huh, I don't know. It's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if they look
All
at
right,
it and go, oh my gosh, look at that. Then, yeah, you'll pony up a little bit for them.
I am grabbing some Distress reinkers because I want some intense color and I don't want to sit here and paint 5 layers. So.
Seems reasonable to me.
Right?
Yeah, good choice. I'm going to see if I can find a congratulations.
I think I need a little chips or a little seedless preserves in there. I don't know if I'll really use it, but I'm going to grab it anyway, just in case.
You had seedless preserve. You had 3 colors that you mentioned last time. Seedless preserves was one that were like your favorite go-to 3 colors for ink blending, and that was one I can't remember the others.
I was probably picked raspberry.
Yes.
Well, it was those 3 colors together, blended together.
I think so. I think you had 3 that you said were always your best choices.
Well, I know I have 3 that I watercolor with more than anything else.
Maybe it was that. Uh-huh.
but that was squeezed lemonade, mermaid lagoon, and picked raspberry.
It was
so if you're remembering Sealess
mermaid,
Preserve, maybe not.
Okay, mermaid lagoon, I think was one of them. So yeah, yeah.
Well, those are the ones that I use most often. So, and that's because you can get like beautiful rainbow kind of transitions with that. So the ones I'm using tonight are peacock feathers. Let's see. Peacock feathers, chipped sapphire, and Sealish preserves. Those are the ones I've got here.
Oh, those will be pretty together.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm going to grab a larger brush. And I'm going to need
the
more
confetti. I think that's a celebrating, congratulating kind of sentiment. Cue the confetti.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I better move these bears a little further away so that I don't accidentally paint them.
You've learned well, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see here. I think I'm going to start with peacock feathers. You guys can't even see it, sorry. Maybe I should zoom out a little bit more. You just can't see my palette. What's happening over there? Hold on.
I see.
There we go. There's a little more of what's happening.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, you lose half of your space on this show.
Right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to try to keep a white snowbank. So I'm going to try to keep it white down at the bottom. And then let's see if I can get a little bit of the Sealish.
You did a really fun thing on you watercolored last time too, and you did the background, and we had ladder as a parameter. You put washi tape, and then you peeled it away.
Yeah, I made a grid.
Yeah, it was good. It was like you were born for craft roulette.
Yeah, it's fun.
You said, Mr. Wheel, I got you. Do you have anything coming up? I had mentioned you've got classes. I asked you before the show. You have classes coming up because I know people would like to learn from you because you are so
okay. Well,
such.
Okay, so I have a class for Alta New. All of that is sold already. So unfortunately, you can't, sign up for it now. But we have a class for online card classes that registration will open next month. So stay tuned for that. And then I'm teaching a class for a magazine in October for, I believe it's called Creative Scrapbooker. They're a Canadian magazine.
Yeah, they've been sponsors before. Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Yeah, they have a private Facebook group. Mm-hmm. And they have teachers come and teach every month. Mm-hmm. And you just have to pay the monthly fee for the month you want to see your class. And you get access to all of their old classes at the same time. So I'm teaching in October. So you could sign up just for in October just to see my class. It's going to be completely watercolor class with no stamps or dies. So, and it's holiday cards.
Oh, nice.
And
nice to segue into your...
Really fun.
Yeah, they were great. Jackie Ludage.
Yes.
Ludage. Yes. Mm-hmm. She was great to work with. I really liked her.
Yeah, she's great. So I'm going to be teaching a class for them next month. And I'm going to talk about it on my YouTube channel probably on Monday.
Okay.
So people have more details.
Yeah, they have an active Facebook group.
Yeah, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've got a nice little kind of nighttime sky going here. Took a little drink there. Okay, I'm going to dry this. And then I need some leaves, so I'm going to have to draw or paint a tree of some sort. So, because these little guys are going to be down here. Oh, they're going to be so cute. And then I'm going to
they look so tiny now.
I know, right? I'm going to have trees coming up on either side. So I'm going to mute while I dry.
In the forest. 4S. I was telling Kristina before the show that we were talking about internet, and there was a lady that was like, she does labor and delivery and new baby kind of stuff, and she was taking the name of the new baby, and the lady wrote, she said, "What's the baby's name?" She said S S S S T. And the nurse was like, "Are you going to call your baby St?" And the woman said, "No, read what you wrote. Forest. Forest." Yep. Yeah, that's a stretch, isn't it? Oh, the things you get to learn on internet. Things you don't even want to know about.
Okay, let's see here. I'm doing a tree. I'm trying to figure out how I'm adding leaves.
Are you thinking taking the ink away or adding to or stamping?
I'm thinking
you
of
don't have to even have a lot.
Like a black tree, like the silhouette of a tree.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking. Because if these little bears are like out in the woods,
and
they need some
good thing they've got a nice
trees
scar
around them. Yeah, they need
I
some
had no
little
idea
trees.
they were so tiny. That's a 5x7?
Yeah, this is 5x7. I'll probably cut it down,
Mhm.
but the paper was 5x7. So here
But
we
it's
are.
dramatic that way.
It is very dramatic.
It is dramatic that way. Yeah, they could even just have one little tree by
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. How do I want to do this?
How about you, chatterboxes? Can you give me a thumbs up if you would love to be able to watercolor like Kristina? Because I think watercoloring has always been something that most people dream to do but are afraid of. Here they come. Yep. Yeah. You can. She started somewhere. You know that. Yeah. A lot of you. Even Smurf, the leading lady Smurf. How about that? Well, it looks like we've got a quorum. We've got a class for you. Look at that. I mean, honest to Pete. That's good stuff right there. There's some talented card makers in there with their thumbs up. Good. Yeah. Good job, guys. I think there's always, that's probably, we don't ever get bored with this because there's always something new you can do.
My husband just walked through and he's taunting me. He's like, "Where are the leaves?"
Oh, well, there's that. See, that's how I forget a parameter. I could have said there used to be leaves. Well, good point, Mr. Werner. That's a good looking tree.
I was just thinking, I'm not liking it, but
oh, really?
That's okay.
I
I can cut off most of it. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's kind of a very fall-looking tree, but I'm thinking I'm going to add just a few little leaves on it, like maybe the last leaves of fall.
Yep. That's 2. All you need is 2. Did you ever read the Berenstain Bears' Spooky Old Tree?
No. I mean, I remember the books from when I was a kid. But...
Yeah. It was one of my favorite books to read to the kids because it was the spooky old tree, and you could read it with so much emotion. It was fun. Yeah, it's a cute book.
Okay.
And
just
this is
have
another reminder that you don't have to have each one of these parameters as like the big, it doesn't have to be a big deal as long as you include it. And as you can see, we have completely different styles here. And we always, well, I think we have room for your style as well. And we got a bit of a throwdown here going for 503 contributions. That's going to take a lot of artists out there. So buckle up and get those cards made. And we've got a lot of gifts to give away next week as well, including an exceptional box of Karen markers because Kristina made this.
Oh, I should have used those.
Oh, darn. You
missed
made
an
an
opportunity
incredible
there.
card. That orange and purple card that you made, and I just went, oh, that is something else. And so, and you made it with Karen, and so I just markers and wrote to them and said, hey, Kristina's is on the show. She'd like to, sponsor a giveaway. And I was floored. And I have said that I'm afraid to say it because what if I'm wrong? And somebody thinks that's not, what if I do it wrong?
They're a very kind company. They're very supportive of the art and card making community. Yeah.
I can only imagine. I only talked to one guy, Sylvester something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's the one that started the company. Yeah.
Oh, is that right? How about that?
I think so.
He was super. And he's also giving away some things for World Card Making Day. So,
and I believe they're based in Poland.
Better? Yes, they are, and they're doing the shipping too, which is just remarkable. That's very generous. I'm surprised. I wasn't trying to drop your name, but I was trying to drop your name.
I got a little dot down here. That's okay.
Oh, it's a fallen leaf.
Maybe. Well, I did want to add a little bit of like shading down around the tree anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks a little bit more purposeful. We'll take our little bears away for a moment so I can get this painted a little better. But I also thought, sometimes it snows before all the leaves are fallen.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to add some little snow flakes and things like that.
Do you go into a zone when you're working on something?
Sometimes, black out a little bit and then I wake up and it's 3 hours later.
Right. Yeah. I think that's part of the appeal.
Mm-hmm.
You can just kind of find another world in your own head. Not one that you can really describe.
All right. I'm going to dry this real quick. Go on mute for a moment.
Doing fine. I forgot to do this. I can do hummingbird colors.
And a couple people, I think, asked where your leaves are. I think they're behind.
These are my leaves.
Yeah. They were cut out before.
Yeah. I had them sitting there, and I thought, oh, those are pretty. I'll use those.
All right, I'm back. We're going to do a little bit
trying
of
to bust
white
me, aren't they?
wash. Oh, you have a cute little stamp for the back of your card.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, no, I can't get my gouache open. I think it's stuck. The lid won't come off. I might have to convince my husband to come in here and open it for me. Oh, no, I got it. Finally, I got it.
Muscles. Got muscles.
Well, whenever I have to use my nails or something, I'm like, I can't use my jewels. And so I say, hey, can you use your tools? His nails are tools. Mine are jewels. So
that's a good
all
thing.
right.
I think I'm going to put.
When I do little snow splatter and stuff like that, I like to do it off the edge of an acrylic block. because I feel like I have more control that way. So I'm just getting a little more water on this. And then you just...
Is it paint or is it PH Martin's?
Gouache.
Oh, it's the gouache. That's what you were using.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, the bears can go on that really big snowflake right there. That's where the bears will be.
It was the gouache telling you where to put the bears.
Yep. All right. And then since I've got a little gouache going here, I thought maybe I would paint like the top of the branches, like...
Oh, sure. Like they've got
just give a little bit of snow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just like a
snow
little
is going to start this weekend in the mountains. I think we've already gotten some in Colorado, but yep. Some of the higher elevations.
Now, are you located in Colorado? Where are you located?
No, we're in Kansas City. We're going to get like 2 inches of rain.
Gotcha.
Yeah. No hurry on the snow. It's pretty, though.
There we go. Just some little hints. And I could even have I'm going to do a little...
Adding some little hummingbird jewel colors.
Okay. I'm not going to overdo it.
It's hard to know sometimes. I bet you're really... How do you know when you're done? Do you have like a formula and you just go, I've got all these different things covered, I'm done? Or...
I don't know. I guess it's more just a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep going. And then I'll add one thing. I'm like, oh, just stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
It's usually when I get to about right there is when I'm like, okay, you need to just stop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to clean off my palette and then I'm going to come back and dry this. And then we're going to cut it out and put it together because we're really close.
Oh, it's darling. Isn't that something? She's quite the girl, isn't it? Just think that an hour ago or whatever, 45 minutes, we had no idea what we were doing. But that's how art is. You just don't know until you just start it.
Yeah.
And how we do it is, if you're just tuning in late, this is Craft Roulette. And we're here with Kristina Werner, and we went spinning on our wheel, and we got congratulations card, hummingbirds colors, best friends for an element, and add leaves for a random parameter. And our cards are coming together.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. And you guys are invited to play along. So we'll be telling you how to do that in just a few minutes. Gloria Davis says your tree is absolutely gorgeous. Do you like it now with some... Oh, you're muted. Melanie R., you have a best friend that's redheaded, and this reminds you of a perfect day with her. That's so nice.
Okay,
I have a little redheaded bestie too, Nancy. Have you ever made a scrapbook of your best friends over the years or anything? I have one and I love it.
No, I really should. I mean, I don't do a whole lot of scrapbooking anymore just because all of my photos are on my phone.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that would be really cute.
It is. It's a nice thing because, well, on this end of life, you're still young, but on this end of life, those people I don't see anymore. And it's still fun to go back and go, oh man, I remember Chris when we were sliding down the slide and we were in 7th grade and we were laughing so hard we almost died. And, you know, just those moments when when life was different, simpler, and these people were, and you'd stay up late and talk about life, and life never ended up that way. But it's fun to remember them. And now with the internet, you can find out where they live and get their addresses and stuff more easily. And so it's fun to go back and catch up with them every once in a while. But I love my little girlfriend scrapbook. It's very simple, and I just have a few little stories about them. It's very nice.
Okay, that's going to be
highly admire.
There we go.
Aw. You did that with the last card. You make this big card and then you cut it down. I never have done that.
Oh, yeah, because then you can like figure out exactly where you want it. You can like move it all around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's the joy of having dies like this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got to figure out where I'm putting my greeting first, because that could determine, am I going to cut off where I put my greeting? Okay, so we have it about right there. Wishing you snowy adventures, endless laughter. I want to put it below, so I might have to bring it down and cut off quite a bit. Yeah, that
you could always put the greeting inside too if you wanted more of the theme.
True. Well, that, and I needed to do congrats.
Mm-hmm.
So, where am I putting the congrats? Seriously.
Well,
that
inside
sounds like
is fair
a problem
play
for future Kristina.
Yes, inside is fair play, as Mr. Witt producer says, and it truly is.
Okay, I think it's got to be on the inside. I'm like, that sounds like a problem for future Kristina to deal with.
I think so too. Yeah, you don't have to worry about everything right now. It's okay.
Oh, and I do need to. Oh, I might not have to paint the inside of that little white spot on the legs, because I think it's going to be right in front of a snowbank.
Oh, how
so
about that?
Yeah, I think
Barbara Matthews says this needs to be put in a frame. She thinks it's so nice.
I kind of feel bad that I had to cut out all that outer area, but you know what though? The card is only so big. Sometimes it has to be sacrificed.
If you didn't know that outside area, now looking at it, if you didn't know the outside area had been cut off, you wouldn't. You just go.
You would never know. You would never know.
It's not like brownie mix where you forgot to add the egg. You would know. But
or if you ever left out
wouldn't.
salt out of a recipe, oh yeah,
yes, yes, yeah.
Or put in the salt instead of sugar.
Yes,
that's bad.
Yes.
Yes. We've all been there. We've had our days.
Yes. My grandmother made, she thought she had sour cream and she didn't realize it had chives in it. And she made some frosting with it. And everybody was going, oh, this frosting is not so good.
What happened?
And then she realized she had chives in it.
Oh, dear. Okay. So now I'm using the Mom Elephant Build a Snowman. The one that's that I used for the bears is called December Duo. So that one's December Duo, and this one is Build a Snowman. Oops. Yeah, Build a Snowman.
Do you usually use like products all within a company, or do you?
I'll mix and match.
Mix and match them.
But these just, they happened to be together in my craft room. They were from the same release. And I was like, oh, those would work together.
Yeah.
So that's what I went for.
And they did.
Using some VersaFine. My go-to black.
A good one. A little too blush. She wasn't looking when she was applying. Just too bad she got it. Well, her face is a little warm from the hot coffee. She got a little. She got a little pink.
That looks
lovely. Oh, she's getting worse by the second.
So, are those pillows behind them on your card? Because they're
no,
cute.
they're leaves.
Oh, those are the leaves you added. They look like they could be pillows, like they're on a comfy couch.
That would be a fun thing. They, I painted these. Didn't I paint them? No, I ink blended and stamped them and cut them into leaves. And I've been playing with them. I don't know where they are. I do too know. I'll show you the other cards I made with them.
Okay, we are getting there. We need some foam adhesive for behind the watercolor.
So I do these things, I call them benders. and I just get in a habit or I get into a little routine with something, and I just like it so much I just keep making them.
Uh-huh.
So I went on a bender with this idea, and this was one set of cards.
Like cut
and that was,
that's cool.
Yeah, it turned out pretty fun. And then made some more with more fall colors.
How pretty.
Yeah.
This is the perfect time of year to do leaf cards.
I know. Yeah. Bring on the leaves. And I'm always done with them, though, when the leaf season is over. Absolutely done.
Like you're leaved out. You're leafed out.
Just leave me alone. Sorry. But yep. But don't you love a new season?
Yes.
It's just so wonderful.
Oh my word. Stop it. The bears are too cute. They're so dang cute. And then I think I'm going to add a few little snowflakes onto them. But I'll do that with a white gel pen so I can like control where they're going.
Mm-hmm.
But then the snow will look like it's in front of them.
All those little things that make a card look so good.
And just finished, you know?
Mm-hmm. Right. Buttoned up. Buttoned up, as they say. Russ is here. Russ is my other son, and we have about 150 cards, Russ, for Addie, and we will probably get another 50 or so before we're done.
All right. Let's add.
That's good. Thanks for that.
Let's zoom in here so we have a little scene. And then we'll add little snowflakes just with a white gel pen.
And they're going to be like Hallmark snowflakes that never melt.
Exactly.
Yeah. Little touch. That comes with experience and being a great student of the art.
What does? Doing snowflakes?
All those little tiny things like that. Putting snow on top of the branches and adding snowflakes on the little bears and how to do that. Because your card at any point would have been adorable, but then it just gets better as you add these little tiny little touches. And I think that's what sets you apart from me. That's okay. I was trying not to say that, and then my mouth just said it.
Well, you know what it
okay.
is that, you know, at some point I just saw someone do this and I was like, that is so smart. I'm going to remember to do that the next time you make a card. So feel free next time you make a little card and you've got little, you know, snow on it and it's a snow scene, add some snow on the actual like critters or the people. Or whatever's in front, a tree, a Christmas tree, whatever, add snow on the front, and then it looks like they are part of the scene.
You have such great contrast on those bears.
Yeah, you have to make your own lines, remember? No line watercoloring doesn't mean no lines at all. It just means you're in charge of the lines yourself. All right, and then I've got to do a little congrats on the inside because I can't forget my parameter.
No, Deputy Heidi will come get you.
Yeah. All right. Where'd my pen go? I had a little marker out when I did their faces. I don't know where it went. Did I put it away? I must have put it away. And I'll just write a few little congrats. I totally put it away. Here it is.
You clean up as you go?
No. But I happen to have the pens in a drawer and it was open, so I probably put it back.
Okay. That's good. I feel better now. You know, we have a word for a messy desk, and it's a mesk. It's much faster to say. And we often have it.
Be a mesk?
It can be a room, a messy room, a room. Yeah, but our mesk, I think it's very relatable.
I'm trying to kind of match the font from their greeting.
Congo. Yes, I think that was a jelly roll number 10. Debbie.
Oh, for the white?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was at number 10, bold.
Yeah, those are good. That's a good one to have.
There we go. I think that matches
Aw.
the front pretty close.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Man, I think they're even the same size. Good eye.
Well,
good
I was
hand-eye
comparing it to the
coordination.
stamp. I was comparing it to the stamp. I was looking at it.
Man, I thought
So,
you just did it by
not
heart.
bad. Look at that.
It's adorable.
Okay, did I get everything? Congrats, hummingbirds. That's the color on the scarf. Best friends are cute little bears. And then I added leaves. There's leaves on the tree. Ta-da!
Well done. And I did it too. I've got a congratulations card with cue the confetti, and I'll put a congratulations inside. I am not going to write it with New Times. What is it? New Times Roman. And I did hummingbird colors with the purples and the yellows, and I have a whole bunch of colors in the background with the leaves. And I added leaves. These are leaves that I had on my mask, and these are best friends hanging out, having some coffee, talking about old times when they used to go down that slide and laugh so hard they thought they were going to die.
They're probably like, congrats, we're together.
That's right.
We're together having coffee. Congratulations to us.
You the confetti. Everybody else is at the 25th high school reunion, and we're right here. So
love it.
Yeah. Aw, that's nice. I'm glad that we got great parameters for us tonight.
Yeah. That's
think we
cute.
did.
I wanted to do a little painting with these little bears, so I'm glad it worked out.
Excellent. I love that. Well, we're going to let you relax, change your camera, and do that kind of thing. And we're going to tell everybody how they can play, give away some stuff, and tell the folks who's coming up next, because we have more coming up every week. Well done.
Thank you. I'm just adding shadows under the bears because I forgot.
An artist's work is never done. Yep, you can play along with us. All you have to do is add those 4 parameters. If you want to know more about that, if you're coming in late, you have to go back and learn a little bit about what to include, but make it family-friendly, handcrafted, and send it to craftroulette.live. There is a submission form already open. It's real easy to use. And if you are not a member, you have till Sunday night, midnight Central Daylight Time. If you are a member, you have till Thursday night, Central Daylight Time at midnight. 4 extra days for $5 a month. It's pretty cool. We've got some wonderful guests coming up. Tiffany Solorio will be here for the first time next week. Amanda Stevens and I will be kicking off that exciting day of World Card Making Day. She's our co-host. We'll be hosting together. So we're going to get all ready and ginned up. Make sure you're signed up for that. Charlene Madrid will be coming in after that. I saw her in the chatter tonight. Sharon Leska will be joining us for the first time after that, and Megan Andrew as well. It will be their first time, so make sure you come and support them. They will probably be a little nervous. We love having them, though. Looking forward to each and every week. Fun. We never know what we're going to do. But we'd love to see your cards in the gallery. Thank you, members. Here they are. Roll call time. And remember, if you're silver and up, we have a Zoom call after this. I have a couple questions for you, so we'll have some conversation. When we have a Zoom call party after Craft Roulette, we do the thing that crafters do. We talk about cards. We talk about paper. We talk about ink. We talk about stamps, and we talk a little bit about life. But we talk a lot about fun. So we would enjoy having you as part of our group as well. Thank you so much for your very kind consideration when spending a little bit on us in your craft budget. We know times are a little bit tricky with money, and we really do appreciate it when you help us out. That's what keeps us here. Look at all you beautiful bean footage. It's like beautiful bean footage here. Lovely. Really, really do appreciate you. I love meeting you on Zoom calls, too. It's a heck of a lot of fun. Putting names and faces to these people that I call members. Well, there's some confetti, and that means it's giveaway time. Now, we are not giving away the Karen markers tonight, but we have some wonderful things to be giving away. The Karen markers will be for the cards that come in this weekend and week. So, and we'll be giving it away next week. We wanted to do it that way so that Kristina's friends could be a part of it. You wouldn't want to come in to support Kristina and go, well, I would have sent in a card from last week. You weren't here. So we wanted to make it like this. So that's kind of a groovy thing. So make sure you join us. 503 is a lot of cards. First thing we give away is a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. It's our Krog Craft Roulette original giveaway. If you were one of those 409 people that sent in a card last week, your name is on that spinny thing. Good luck. A Krog. You can also win a Krog if you are the head detective. Oh, Lauren Taylor-Made, congratulations. I just sent you one. That'll be fun. I will send you another. I don't mind it at all. You're not winning anything big there, Lauren, but we got you a Krog a couple times. That'll be okay. I hope. Sorry. For our Craft Roulette goodie bag, last week we sent a mega box out, and that was a lot of fun. I'm glad that Lou Ann got hers and she enjoyed it. This week it's going to Pam Campbell. Congratulations, Pam Campbell. I will maybe get to it tomorrow or Sunday, probably not. It's usually something I get done on Monday, but I'm going to the dentist on Monday. So, and I'm not gonna be doing crafts there. I will ask him to give me his light if he ever gets a new one. For a waffle flower $25 gift certificate, Paulette Clausen. Congratulations, Paulette. We had a neighbor at the lake named Paulette. She was adorable. She thought spumoni was pasta. So you are not alone if you don't know what spumoni colors are. For a Catherine Pooler $25 gift certificate, who's going to get it? Marie Stewart. Congratulations. There is a form that will open up right after the spinning is done that you can claim your prize. Make sure you use the same email that you did when you sent in your card, so the little program will recognize you as the rightful owner, so we don't get any pirates out there taking your wonderful Krogs. Akela for an Artful Angel. Congratulations, Akela. Glad to get you hooked up with a $25 gift certificate. Now, Marco is Make It by Marco needs to be in the United States because he's actually sending product, not a gift certificate. And he will help you out. But if you are out of the country, we'll send you something. It won't be as good, but it will be something. Kat Kiwi Roberts, and I cannot remember where you are, Kat. But do contact me.
Is she in New Zealand?
I'm hoping that she's not. But it sounds like she might be. But do contact me and we'll figure that.
Do we want to spend one more time and we'll send Kat something?
Yeah, we can do that.
Because I think she's in New Zealand.
I don't know why she would have Kiwi in her name if she wasn't. But Kat, do contact us and we will send you something. It will be much, much less, but now land on somebody in the United States. Would you? Huh? Would you, huh? I see many people. Amara, she's in the United States, I'm pretty sure. Congratulations, guys. And make sure that you send in those cards this week. We're going to give all that stuff away again, plus the Karen markers. So it's up to you. It's in your hands. Your little crafting hands. That's the thing. Let's bring her back on to say goodnight. She's worked hard. Well,
hello.
You had a cold. This is the other end of your cold. I think you're back, and I'm so glad you didn't feel bad because that does make you feel foggy.
I just have how when you at the tail end of your cold where you're starting to get your energy back, but you still have a little bit of the crud. That's where I'm at. Yeah. But at least I'm getting the energy back. While I was off camera, I realized I did not have a shadow under the bears, so I did add a shadow.
Smart. Yeah. Yeah. Well, you faced it and you did. Was it easier, you think?
It was both easier and more difficult. I think I picked a slightly more time-intensive card this time.
Yeah.
But it still worked out great. I loved it. I love both
worth
cards.
It was worth it. Yeah. Well, we were just delighted to have you back with us. You know, our door is always open to you. And if you bring a friend, we can work that out too.
No, Jennifer, Jennifer, I need your moral support. You could be my emotional support friend.
You're and you can both wear a little matching scarf.
Maybe I could convince her to come if she doesn't have to make the card. Maybe I will make the card, but she can just come and talk.
Oh, like phone a friend.
Yeah.
We could work something out. I'm sure we could. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be very fun. I would just sit back and enjoy it. Yeah.
Why not?
Night off. Yeah. All right. Well, you have anything that you need to tell us to watch for besides your holiday series?
Yes, holiday card series starts right before Halloween. I have a new release of product coming out on the 9th of every month. So more holiday products coming in October because, holiday cards are my jam. So some more holiday products, including if you have been on the lookout for items for Hanukkah and Kwanzaa, I got you.
Oh, wow.
So just because I'm always looking for good products like that. And, so I have a couple.
It's not easy to find. Yeah.
Exactly. So especially like if you want it to kind of fit in with your style and whatever. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not seeing them out there. Let's make some myself. Good. So I've got a little of that, a little bit of like holiday stuff, really fun stencils coming your way. And then we have our holiday class at Online Card Classes that opens for registration next month as well. So lots of fun happening in October.
Yeah, you're a busy girl. And you've got just your channel that you will be adding to. So make sure you follow your Instagram. You can go over, if you don't follow Kristina, you can go over to craftroulette.live to our craft. What might help me out?
It's in the video description. Her link to her page is in the video description.
And then we have links to her socials there too. So you can.
And on screen, right there in the corner, over there. Over there.
Isn't that confusing? The other over there. Yeah. Well, okay. It's time in our tradition here to kiss our brains. It's what we do. It's both to give ourselves a little thank you for spending time with our crafts and creative, and to encourage ourselves to do more. So, you guys, it's been a fun night. Thank you, Kristina, Chatterbox, Mr. Producer.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. We'll see you at Silver and Up for our Zoom call in just a few minutes. And we'll see you Wednesday for In Review, then next Friday with Tiffany Solario. Always fun. Night, guys.
See you later.